All right. What's
What's
going on?
up, y'all?
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Casey CTD Graphics. We on with Pop Out Magazine, and you got my boy Sid right here.
Yo,
Yes, you already know what's going on, man. So who we got in here today with us? Blakk Smoke, the hookah pen guy.
read the name at the bottom. They already see Blakk Smoke in the building. It's gonna be a big live. We just did the cover. Check that out. 2 covers actually. We ain't even dropped that, Casey. The other one.
We haven't. Well, you got both of them in your background right now. I got, mine's back here. But let's get on and get them up in here. Let's get this thing started.
All right, y'all. Y'all join a friend, tell a friend. We got Blakk Smoke coming in right now.
Yo.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm great. What up, my guy?
All right.
What up, man?
We got our guy Blakk Smoke in here, the one entrepreneur who literally done made, 1.2 million off of one product? You know what I'm saying? So what's going on? How you doing today? Introduce you. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself, actually.
Well, I'm Blakk, Tatted, CEO and founder of Blakk Smoke. No nicotine, no tobacco, 100% fruit infused hookah pen, first and only on the market. Came and changed the hookah game, man. Took it by storm. I wasn't expecting it, but very humbly grateful.
Okay. So what I want to know is, because I know you, first of all, looking at this, I can tell this is an expensive product. But before we start talking about, the Blakk Smoke, the hookah pen and stuff, I want to get in a little bit about who is Blakk Tatted, because that's one name that I see that pop up a lot before Blakk Smoke. So who is Blakk Tatted? Where did that name come from?
Blakk Tatted is just me. It's who I am. It's not no alter ego, not a persona. It's like literally me, like my personality, my internet audience. Everybody always connected to me. The young little wild, free, funny guy from New Orleans. Always been full of life, full of personality. I was first more so known as Blakk Tatted, the New Orleans Dip King. I used to always go to these bookings and these hostings and these parties and these clubs and just be myself, dance, do our, embrace our New Orleans culture, do our infamous dip dance, but I kind of owned it and made it my own, and it became the New Orleans Dip King. And from there, I put out songs like my own dip music, and I was getting booked all over the place, just pretty much be full of life. You know what I'm saying? Before you was having the Aries and Jadas coming to the club, you had the Dip King, you know what I'm saying?
And I want to say this, what I do like about this, because, I feel like for the longest, it's been it's where you just mentioned Ari and Jada, and I love them too, by the way.
I love them.
Yeah, but if you notice, it's been the females have been dominating it, the entrepreneurship females, the social media influencers, it's been a female. So I feel like right now, when I look at you, you're a male, so you're kind of, I feel like, making a path for the men, kind of, you know what I'm saying? That line for them. So how did you build your following on social media?
Oh, that's the thing about it. Literally being my authentic self. The only difference was I press record. I was literally always the funny guy in school. I'm like the jokester when it comes to family functions. All my family feel like the party is so boring until I get there. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna be so extra. I'm like, do I really gotta come? They're like, yeah. So I was literally doing stuff and I was bored. I used to be at work bored. I was working all show at the time. By me being so bored, having to be gone for weeks at a time, I needed somebody to talk to. So I used to make funny videos to get interactions and stuff like that. But I didn't even know it was a funny video. I was posting myself when I go back and check, because I get so busy. I go back 6 hours, 7 hours later. I'm like, who is all these people? What, where are all these shares coming from? The world got a hold of me being myself, and I just thought it was just normal because that's all I was used to. But there was something that's great about this, and that's kind of how I became so big on the internet, as far as being the internet crown, the promo king. People used to say, could you take your personality and the way you did this and the way you use metaphors and switch things and promote my product? And I'm like, okay. So I literally was promoting people products, and they was like, this is the most money I ever made in my business. I've been in business 2 years, and you made me so much money. Then see, that's when but I didn't know my work then. But now that's when I realized yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yeah.
So I get, okay. So before you started the hookah pen business, you basically, you was a social media influencer. You made a lot of your money basically from doing promos and stuff for other business. So what was that bag like? Was that a big bag over there?
That was a big bag. That paid for this. Like that's why I don't even like do promo anymore, because that was like a stepping stone for me. Like I literally was making over 6 figures like doing just promo. Like I was doing promos for like the biggest to the smallest company. It was like a social media wave that anybody that had a business that they feel like the good promo, I had to come to Blakk Tatted. Like, so that's what I was even doing promo for big TV brands reached out to me like WeTV. I was doing promos for all these people, like making hundreds of thousands of dollars on literally promo. And that's literally how I created my company. So I literally got out the mud.
That's amazing. That's actually really inspiring to hear, especially like, you know, because at the same time you making money, but you making money by helping other people like come up as they go along too. So
Yes, I appreciated that though. I wouldn't have had it any other way, because it kind of prepared me for my journey. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of think I got a head start. I was able to see so many ins and outs with other businesses. I was able to learn from so many other people's mistakes. I was able to see what worked with so many other people. I was able to see what I did for them that actually worked for them. So like over the period of time, like I learned so much. I helped mold myself. I almost became a CEO and an entrepreneur like way before I actually had a business. So when I created my business, it's kind of like it was like an overnight shift. Like I was able to just tap into these things and like knew so many things from the beginning, and that's not always the easiest process, you know?
Right. Okay, so say I know you got some stuff you want to ask too, Seth.
Yeah, man, but that's something I wanted to hit on, because in your interview you spoke on how, you know, Black Smoke basically was a product of your lifestyle, and everyone kind of has that same, you know, ultimate goal, and you spoke on that too, to, you know, be able to live in your truth and just be authentically yourself. So how does it feel, just, you know, God favoring you like that, my boy? Because it's rare that you can get that, you know what I'm saying? Everything that you got in one brand, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, it feels really great, and it's also like a breath of fresh air, especially in the internet world, as we know, you know, from the outside looking in, and also from the inside. That world is so fabricated, and you see people sometimes you wish you could comment and say stop lying, you know. So everybody feel like they gotta have an alter ego or put on this persona, or seem to be perfect, or seem to be rich, and seem to be this, and seem to be happy. Like so many people like kind of like take the internet by its horns and get a wave or get some kind of success or recognition by being something that they aren't. Always pretty much having to go into character for the day or for tonight, because this is how I get my bag. So when you literally go be like this and be yourself, that's the biggest reward ever, because none of us want to like not be recognized or appreciated for being who we are. Even if being someone else gets the bills paid, at the end of the day, I know it has to be draining. You know, it has to be so hard. It's kind of like going to work, hating your job, but you literally got to put up with your boss and like literally got to put a fake smile on, because you know you got to get that paycheck and that's going to pay your bills. You know?
Yeah, man. Definitely understand that struggle. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't too long ago I was working a job. So I salute to you, bro, because you out here killing the game. You inspiring us. You inspiring other Black men. So salutes to you, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And like I feel like it's time for us as Black men to like take our power back, in a sense. Like I want to be the advocate for that, because like even as great as it is to see so many, as you stated, so many entrepreneurs, so many women, female bosses killing the game and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it always was the men being the top dogs, the men like being the providers, the men, you know what I'm saying, like creating the platforms and the leadership. But it's so many men I see now has got so comfortable with standing behind women. It's so many men that has got so comfortable with literally being the gold digger or being the house husband, you know, while a woman out here getting the millions and chasing the bag and the popularity. Like it's so many men I never in my life seen it like this generation. So many men is literally out here searching to be kept.
Fact.
And that to me, that's just a sign of. I mean, I'm not judge. If that's how you do it, that's how you do it. But I always was raised and was told that the man, you supposed to be the one to hold it down. Like, you know what I'm saying? When God made Adam and Eve, he made Adam first, and then he made, you know, Eve from the rib from Adam. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta have the men plays a very important role, and I agree with you 100%. And I definitely think you set in that line right now to like set that tone for people to get back in there, especially like, you know, when we was at your release party, seeing like all the people how they was going up for you and stuff out there.
Let's get to that. We got to get to that, because that was a big event.
Thank you.
Yeah, we definitely got to get to that. So that's like was a good feeling, you know what I'm saying, to see that. So what I want to know is now after you started, you started doing that. So when you went to create your hookah pen business, Blakk Smoke, how did that like all form and come about? Like how did the name Blakk Smoke come about? How did everything just formulate?
Yeah, so it's crazy. Everything that I do some kind of way, and it don't be me, it literally be the artist. And I think that's how my business is always formulate and become such a huge thing. Cause I don't just like create nothing of my vibe. Like as much as I love my taste and love what I love, I also be recognizing that it's not all about me and my experience and my taste at the moment. So I literally be trying to like captivate my audience and literally do things, incorporate me, but also incorporate a lot of them too, so they can feel connected and attached to it. And I think that's key. That's first things first. So literally me always being on my Instagram lives. I actually pretty much was the one that took the Instagram talent shows. I don't know if y'all was familiar with that when the talent shows became huge. I was the one really known for the Instagram talent shows. People was literally calling up for work and everything. I used to have thousands of people in my Instagram live singing. Like I'm talking about the celebrity of the celebrity. Everybody used to watch. People used to post about it all day. They still to this day ask me, bring back the talent shows. You know what I'm saying? So I would literally be on there on my talent shows, smoking hookah and stuff like that. And they were like, if I don't be on there smoking my hookah for a day because I'm rushing, trying to get there now, I'm finally made it back home. It's time to go live. People waiting. They were like, no hookah? Where's Blakk Smoke? But what they not saying like a brand, they saying what a smoke coming at from you, Blakk, you don't got no hookah today. So that was such a thing. So it was just like, rocket science. It wasn't rocket science. It was like it already made sense because people was already saying it to me. If I come on there without a hookah, they was like, ain't no Blakk Smoke today. Like Blakk, you ain't having no smoke today. So I'm like, thank y'all. Y'all be helping me without even trying to help me. So it's like when I introduce here's Blakk Smoke, they already related to it. Like, here we go,
Right, nice. Okay. So to start, you say like how much would you say it took? Like, because a lot of people look at you and they be like, dang, I wish I can get like a business like that. So when it comes to starting up a business, what would you say, how much would you say it take to even like formulate starting up those steps? Because you got to go through the process. You got to get a logo design, you got to get like a whole brand identity. This I could tell by looking at this was not cheap, like getting this.
I swear to God.
So, it even does the cool thing when you go like this, it lights up. You know what I'm saying? So tell us a little bit about that process.
So that'd be tricky because I'm definitely going to tell you guys numbers, but I kind of want to give some insight first. I kind of hate to throw out numbers because then I feel like you got to be careful because other people watching could be discouraged. I feel like everything is different from everybody, and what works for me may not work for you, and what I require may not be your requirement. So I will also first say, start off with in your budget. You can always start somewhere. You can have this dream and have this ultimate goal, and that's fine. But sometimes you gotta be okay with taking those steps before you get to that big boom. Me, on the other hand, I think I was blessed, fortunate and lucky that I was able to literally be able to go as big as I wanted to go, be as wild as I wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? Because I literally had a foundation to stand on from start. I already had a popularity. I already had the financial freedom from being a promo king, being a dip king, and I already had a vision. And I kind of like, even before I had a business, I literally already had this reputation of pretty much Blakk will do the ultimate everything. When I buy my friends gifts, it's the best. When I was buying my girl gifts, it's the best. When I give parties, it's the boom. So I really kind of, unfortunately, I couldn't come small. So it took me so much longer than I probably would have loved, and it took so much more money than I probably would have liked to invest from the beginning. But I literally had to go hard. That's why even when I started, I came out with everything. I didn't start with just a hookah. I had hookah, candy tips, so many different hookah flavors. I have my own coals. I have lights for my hookahs. I have my own batteries to put inside the hookahs. Like anything that you can possibly think of. I have my own foil. Anything you can possibly think of to be needed with hookah. I have my own hookah carrying bag. Like I started out with it all, and all those was like different products, and I had to start out with a bulk of all of them. So it took me 6 figures to just get started before I made $1. Like
Nice. And you know what I think is really inspiring about that too? And I think is I'm glad you said that because a lot of people they look at other business owners and they get discouraged sometimes when they try to start a business or whatnot because they look at this person and they see, oh well, this is going like this for them, and they don't really understand like what you had to really do or how much it costed you to really get to where you at. It's not like you just said overnight, okay, well, I'm just gonna do this and just put it out there and it just happened. You had like this, you actually took your time, and that's something I think a lot of people really gotta do when they doing business. You have to take your time at things and understand that, you know, to get success, you got to work at it. Nothing happens overnight. It takes time, it takes money, you know, but in the end, do the groundwork how you supposed to, you can really, you know, see something really big coming out. Like, and I'm saying that because that's what we're doing right now, even with Pop Out Magazine. Like, we're taking our time with it as we go along with it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that you just inspired us right now with some stuff.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I can tell you right now, I can tell you one thing about you guys. Like, y'all already know what y'all want, and that's important. Y'all already have this dream and y'all already have this vision. So it's no way for y'all not to achieve it. And I think what y'all have done so far and what y'all doing this far is exactly what y'all need to do to get to what y'all ultimately want to go. So I admire y'all hustle. I see the grind in y'all, like, and I'm all for it. And I'm rooting for y'all, man. I really am.
Appreciate you, bro, for
Most
sure.
definitely.
That actually means a lot. Like, we really, especially coming from somebody like you, that means a lot. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely, bro.
So we want to get into this party now. Because I mean that, like, you know, that was, I mean, you know, some people don't know, you know, we know it's a little country trying to get there, but we you know, it happened. And the way it did it was done on such a big level out there. Like, y'all had the confetti falling out the sky.
Yes.
Designs, everything. I mean, Seth, I know you want to say some stuff about it.
Listen, bro, I want to thank you, first of all, you and your whole team, Deja, what's the young gentleman that, who checked us in the hotel, man. Y'all services was just A1, bro. Like, Blakk excellence, you know. Even the spot we stayed at, we were like walking distance from everything, man. So salute to y'all for that, because y'all definitely got us down there comfortably. And then the party, just sickening, man. Like, that was a great time. We really had a good time there.
Yeah, like the party, like, man. I mean, one thing I can say, my city loved me, man. My city show up and show out, and like, man, it was so overwhelming. Like, no cap. I was literally holding back tears from the moment I walked in to like to see everybody just gathering around, everybody sitting there waiting, and it even seemed like from the moment I walked in, it was like the moment everybody was waiting on. Like, everybody was lit up. Their phones was out. Like, I felt like Michael Jackson. Did you see me?
Yeah, listen, nigga, we was there for 3 hours.
We
3 hours. We was like, okay, we got there early thinking we didn't want to miss nothing. And I'm like, okay, now it's 12:15, Blakk. Where you at? And then we pulled up, though.
Yeah, man. Like, so many of my friends, like, so many people wanted to be there. Like, you know, I had so many of my friends flew in. Lala flew in. Super made so sure she was there. Like, it was just, the love was so thick and it's like so overwhelming. And then just like you guys being a part of it, and you know, me being so honored to be on you guys' cover, and you guys also extending the same kind of, you know, excitement to me. Like, you honored that I'm on the cover. So it's just like, I just felt like the night was so perfect, from the theatrics, from the decor, to the crowd, to the love, to the confetti, to everything. It's nothing that I can take back or say that I wish this would happen. Like, everything is more perfect than I even, you know, could have imagined.
No, that was definitely a moment to be alive to actually experience that night, because like you say, it was a lot. I mean, y'all had that thing felt like the Grammys in there. Like, it was really nice, like the red carpet, everything.
Yeah.
So what I want to know now is, because here's the thing, we've been getting a lot of people been hitting us up too. Like, you know, when we posted our little kit.
Want my pen? Give me a pen. We want a pen. I'll pay for it. I'll pay double.
So next for Blakk Smoke, are we going to the stores with these? Are you gonna put these in stores? Like, what's the next vision for this? Because I feel like you got more to this is not $1 million product. This is $1 billion product. You know what I'm saying? And nobody, you are the only pen right now that has natural fruit juice, like a natural fruit juice pen out. So it's like, you finna like what's next? I want to know.
Yeah, so it was perfect for me to be on Pop Out magazine because that's how I do everything. I don't never say what's coming or say what I'm doing. I just pop out, right? Like even when I released these, when I made the $1.2 million in a couple hours, nobody even knew what's coming. I just posted it and it says available. I popped out. So I made $1 million the same day that I, popped out with it. So this is the thing. I'm just gonna say this. Everybody has everybody love Black Smoke. It's still so hard to get because it's always selling out so fast, right? So the biggest thing is people love smoking hookah and love going to hookah lounges, but they love having their Black Smoke products. So the thing that they experience the most is they go to these hookah lounges and say, I'm willing to pay your fee for your hookah, for whatever the service is, but here's my Black Smoke shisha. Could I put that in there instead? These hookah lounges be hating the fact that everybody want to come and just smoke Black Smoke, but they don't be mind paying for their fee, but they just want to smoke their Black Smoke. So if somebody had actually shared to me on Instagram how a hookah lounge in North Carolina actually had a sign that say no Black Smoke products are allowed in here. Like it just get that serious. Like people don't want Black Smoke to take over. So I had to say my people be very frustrated. They were like, look, I need to smoke my Black Smoke and I need to be able to smoke it out and do whatever I want to do. Whether I just smoke it at home, I won't be able to smoke it out too. And one thing I always do is listen to my people. So Black Smoke is gonna be more than an online experience. So I would just say that, like, what I'm saying is, I hear y'all crying out. I know what y'all want. I know what y'all asking for, and I'm never not working.
And it's crazy, man. I do want to say this. It's weird because, like, especially for somebody to put a sign out saying no Black Smoke, you know what I'm saying? Like, but the thing is, people that don't understand, like, it doesn't matter whether we can come and say if you go inside the hookah lounge or not. Like, when God has an anointing and He says that this is for you, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Like whether they want it or not. And what you're doing with these are the healthier ways of doing it versus like with the actual other hookahs and stuff that got all that stuff in it. You see what I'm saying? So it's like
it's crazy that it's healthier, but actually tastes better than the other hookah anyway.
It really does. Like,
it really do.
I don't even smoke and do hookah or nothing like that. But when I do like this right here, I be like, I love the taste of this. Like I felt like when I first did it, like the cotton candy, and I'm like, dang, I feel like I'm eating cotton candy right now.
Thank you.
Definitely, man. We want to tell you just keep going on what you're doing on your journey. Don't let anything stop you, anything like that, because you definitely on a good path. Now, what I do want to know is this. Every business has had, I know I have, every business has had some type of obstacle that may have occurred on their journey to where they're trying to get to. What's something that you would say that was like obstacle that may have occurred, and how did you overcome that obstacle that have occurred?
What's crazy is I deal with the obstacle. The obstacle that I really deal with the most is one that I'm still dealing with to this day. Like no matter what, I just seems like I can't get it right. My obstacle is always underestimating myself.
Right.
I literally constantly keep selling out. And at first I thought it was great. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm like, it is a blessing to release products and people wanting demand is so high and you selling out. It's like, okay, great. But when you really got the world in tune and people is waiting and you get new followers and supporters every day, people want to try the product and you sold out and they can't get it until month and a half, 2 months later, you realizing that you literally stopping that momentum that you're working so hard to achieve, and also you stopping so much money while you putting so much money out. Like, I spend $1 million on inventory. So imagine me putting $1 million out, but I can't make no money back in 2 months because I don't got no more inventory left. You know what I'm saying? So it's something that I'm working on. I have gotten better with it, but I just realized even as far as the space that I have been in to store inventory, the reason why I still couldn't keep up no matter how much more money I was investing, because I didn't have enough space, unbelievably, that I didn't want to accept it. I didn't have enough space to even put the amount of inventory that a small business like me require. So by me even picturing like needing this big gigantic building a place, I guess I wasn't allowing myself to really truly take the overall look and look at the bigger picture and be like, yes, a little bit of you does need that. So I had to come to a realization, like, I can't constantly keep selling out. I really need a kind of building almost the way that Amazon have. Like, little me really need that. And I had to be willing to jump out on faith and understand that it was necessary. And despite that, I have a new business that just been open for 1 year, it's still time. So that's the steps that I have taken. So now I'm really excited to say that, you know, I'm about to have something way more bigger, way much more space. And like, I feel like the sky's the limit.
Right, right. Okay, okay. Well, I definitely like to see how that goes, man. And you know that we here to support you along the way, all the way as you go.
1,000.
Thank you. Likewise, King.
So again, we want to tell you definitely thank you for coming on here. You know, just taking time out your day, especially to do this interview with us, because we know that I know you are very busy, you know, man, as it is. And I mean, you know, we just appreciate everything that you and your team have done for us completely. Like I say, the journey has been fun from the moment we did the photo shoot.
Yeah.
Down to like now us doing the interview and stuff. So we really just want to tell you guys, you know, just thank you all for, you know, everything that y'all literally have done.
For sure.
All love. Anytime it's family ties now, baby, we locked in.
No, seriously. And y'all already know, I've been telling your girl Deja, when y'all need them graphics and stuff, y'all come on over here to us, man. Let us get y'all right.
We already on it, baby.
Seriously.
Got you for
Definitely.
sure.
Appreciate you, Blakk.
Appreciate y'all, man. Have a good one, man.
All right, you too.
All right.